Power BI, right? Everyone uses it and it's so powerful and it's so nice to have in your workspaces or to be able to go through and expose or add to it. So obviously, getting to your data inside of Power BI is also pretty critical, right? So what I want to do is I want to show you really quickly here that if you want to use kind of any of these ones, if you want to use Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Dual Write, and the Common Data Service, I mean, longer term, all of you as end users should think about the long-term play that you have is to have one area for your data across multiple systems, so you can do more of that consolidated reporting, and then it's accessible basically within any system, right? And Power BI is that tool that we really use to drive that. And just to share that, so I'm going to go ahead and open up Power BI here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a get data query as well. And this is the same thing I was doing before inside of Excel. Hopefully I don't get the error message again. We'll try this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and access then Dynamics 365 to get data for reporting. So I could type in Dynamics as an example here, and you can see Dynamics 365 online is exposed. And so I'm sure many of you have clicked on that, clicked on connect as part of it and been like, this is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put my URL inside of here. I'm going to click on OK, and then you wait for just a little bit and you're like, this is interesting. Oh, wait, whoa, lots of errors, right? I mean, you get that and you're just like, well, what one do I use? Maybe I need to use a different one. Well, here's the secret with it. Typically, what happens when you're going through and accessing it, number one, this is actually an OData feed. And what we should be doing when we actually click on the connect with it is to actually go through and then put in data at the end of our URL string. So this is something I cut and pasted basically from within our actual browser window right here, our URL link. And what I can do is I can click on OK to that. And hopefully what should happen here is it should ask for a login that allows me then to basically go through and then access the data inside of this particular environment. And the nice thing about this is that it allows me then to select what data item that I want to interact with. So the navigator is pulling up inside of here, and from this navigator, basically I should have a list of all the different tables that are inside of Dynamics that I can then go ahead and then add to this Power BI report. So it doesn't have to be complex. You can see that I can just take the URL. I have a list of all my tables. If I wanted, for example, to type in customers, so you obviously need to know a little bit of the schema. So I'm going to select my customers. I'm going to select invoice as another example, then two, or you can select invoice if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and then add this into the Power BI report. And then basically from here, now I should have a data source that I can add more, charts, graphs, just like you do in Excel, right? To go through and then set up then additional data that can then be shown inside of here. And what I can then do is I can take these reports after I've gone through and made all those changes, and I can basically put them inside of Dynamics 365. So if I wanted to take, for example, a report, and we're going to go into my sales order processing and inquiry screen here, go to my options. Actually, let me go into this one. This is the one that'll have it. Go into my sales order processing, go into my options, go ahead and for example, open a report catalog that's related to this. These are all the different types of reports that I have exposed inside of my environment. So I've got sales scorecards, I've got long and shorts, I've got leads, I've got all these different types of different reports that I can use. I'm going to go ahead and check mark customer profitability as an example, click on OK to it, close out of my sales order processing and inquiry, and then see that I have this report that's generated off of it. I now have that report that's now accessible inside of Dynamics 365 as well. So something to note is that you can take all of this data that's inside of here. You can create, for example, lists inside of here that have this data. You can put the customer account number. You can add all these fields that you want onto the visual for the field values that are inside of here. so that then you have different graphs of data that you can display. You can change what the look and feel of it is going to be. But the point here is that you can actually add as many different tables as you want and then have this data then linked inside of here to then basically drive some of this reporting that you have inside of our system as well.